So Hare Krishna, Prabhu Mataji, welcome all of you for this Srimad Bhagavad Gita session. So today we'll be discussing from 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, verse number 4 and 5. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnana Namo जगन्नाथ बलदेव माई की जय, नरसिंह भगवान की जय, पंचतत्व की जय, षड गोस्वामी की जय, गुरु परंपरा की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री गुरुदेव की जय, Tagore Prabhu, Hari. So today's two verses are 16.4 and 5. Dambho dharpo abhimanascha krodha parushyam evacha ajnanam chabhijatasya partha sampadam asurim. Pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demonic nature, O son of Pratap. The fifth verse. Devi sampad vimokshaya nibandhaya surimata mashucha sampadam daivim abhijatosi pandava. Translation by Divine Shri Prabhupada ki jai. The transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demonic qualities make for bondage. Do not worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born with the divine qualities. So this is another very important chapter. And in fact, very, very practical points are there in this chapter to be understood and put into practice. See, each 15th chapter describes the banyan tree of the material world. The modes of middle nature, in fact, they nourish both the upper, auspicious, divine branches of the tree, and the lower, they describe the demonic branches. And the extra roots of the banyan tree, they were also compared to the activities of the living entities. Some auspicious and some inauspicious. Now, this chapter 16 explains the divine qualities that elevate one on the tree and leads ultimately to liberation. And chapter 16 also explains the demonic qualities and the mentality which drives one lower on the tree and ultimately to hell. So in this 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna first describes the 26 divine qualities. You can see in 1, 2, first, second, and third verses. Then he mentions the 6 demoniac qualities. Krishna, in fact, Krishna wants to assure Arjuna that he possesses divine, not demonic qualities. So, and it's just the activities, mentality, qualities of those with demonic tendencies. So, all these 26 qualifications mentioned in verse 1, when the verse, third verse, are transcendental qualities. So, they should be cultivated according to the different status of social and occupational order, that is Varna and Ashrama. The purport is that even though material conditions are miserable, if these qualities are developed by practice, by all classes of men, then gradually it is possible to rise to the highest platform of transcendental realization. So in the fourth verse, 16.4, in this verse, the royal road to hell is described. Not royal road to heaven, royal road to hell is described. Because the demoniac, they want to make a show of religion and their advancement in the spiritual science, although they do not follow the principles. They are always arrogant or proud in possessing some type of education or so much of wealth. And mostly they want to be, they have the desire to be worshipped by others. And they demand respectability, although they do not command respect. Rupa says, over trifles they become very angry and they speak harshly, not very gently. They do not know what should be done and what should not be done. They do everything whimsically, according to their own desire. And they also do not recognize any authority. So these demonic qualities are taken on by them from the beginning of their bodies in the wombs of their mother. And as they grow, they manifest all these inauspicious qualities. That's why when the child is in the womb of the mother should always recite shlokas, or even if she is watching TV and also watch the auspicious things, not any inauspicious movies, serials, and so many things. That also has an effect. So that's what we should understand. The pride, it leads to arrogance. So we should avoid this pride. As soon as there is pride, damba, it's on a dambo darpa, then there is arrogance, darpa. And then abhiman, that is conceit. Very subtly, they have this arrogance, that pride, arrogance and all. So this way you plan to destroy others by this pride, arrogance and abhiman. So this is conceit. And then anger. If your plans don't work, then you become angry. And as soon as you are angry, then what follows? Harsh speech. Harsh speech follows. So these are all ignorance. So these 6 qualities are demonic qualities. And that's a very easy way to remember them. You can easily remember this demonic quality, 6 1. So from pride, first one is pride, right? You take out P. From arrogance, you take out A. Conceit, you take out C. Anger, A. Harsh speech, H. And ignorance, I. Pacahi, Pachahi, or Pakahi, whatever it is. So if you remember this word, Pakahi, right? Pacahi, then you will always be careful to avoid it. You will not be jubilant, right? So don't forget this Pakahi, Pacahi. So these are the demonic qualities in short, and we must always avoid this. So we must somehow avoid these demonic qualities. What are they? You remember Pachi. That is pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harsh speech, and ignorance. So you can remember this 16.4 verse. So pride means demonic. They want to make a show of religion and advancement in spiritual science, but they do not follow the principles. Arrogance, proud in possessing some education or wealth, and thus become arrogant. Conceit, that is desire to be worshipped by others. They demand respect but do not command respect. Anger, or small things, trifles, they become angry. Harshness, speak very harshly, and then all these are ignorance. And they do not know what to do and what not to do. And they do all very whimsically according to their own desire. And most importantly, they do not recognize any authority. See, by the characteristics, we can understand who is a godly man, who is a demonic man. So in the 5th verse, now 16.5, the next verse is there. Daivi sampad vimokshaya. If one has this divine characteristic, then he is eligible for going to the spiritual world. Vimokshaya. Daivi sampad vimokshaya nibandhaya asuri mata. But these demonic characteristics, damba, darpa, abhimanascha, parushyam, ajnanam, sampad, asuri. If we develop this kind of characteristics, then it is our material bondage. So we are the cause of material bondage. That's why we are not able to be free from the material world. We are ourselves the cause. There is no other cause. Simply, we have to develop either these demonic characteristics or the divine characteristics. Krishna, he has got unlimited number of energies. So if we desire to become something unlimitedly, Krishna can supply your necessities unlimitedly. Ye yakamam prapadyante, 4.11 Bhagavad Gita says. So that is freedom. If you want to remain as a demon, then Krishna will supply you all the ingredients. How you can flourish as a demon. Just like there was Hiranyakashipu and there was Prahlad. Now, Prahlad was being supplied spiritual advancement of life, all the necessaries. And Hiranyakashipu was supplied for demonic status of life. So it is Krishna's pleasure that whatever you want, you can get it. You get all the advantage by Krishna. If you want to become a demon, Krishna will supply you. All right, you become a demon. You take whatever you want from me, he will give you. Similarly, if you want to become a demigod or devotee, Krishna will supply you all the necessities. Now it is my choice whether I shall become a demon or whether I shall become a devotee. This is my choice. Krishna is equal to everyone. Huh? Samoham sarva bhuteshu. 9.29 Bhagavad Gita says. Otherwise, how he is God? If he is partial to somebody, then he is not God. He must be equal. So he is equal to the devotee and non-devotee. Whatever the non-devotees want, Krishna supplies. And whatever the devotees want, Krishna supplies. So as a devotee is only searching the opportunity how to serve Krishna, similar Krishna is also very eager to serve the devotee. So that is reciprocation of devotional service. Now, it is our choice whether we want to become a devotee or whether we want to become a demon or remain a demon. So that is nobody else's choice, our own choice. Krishna says that you give up this demonic engagement and surrender to me. Sarvodharmam parityaja mamekam sharanam. That is Krishna's desire. But if you do not agree with Krishna's desire, if you want to enjoy your own desire, then also Krishna is also pleased. He will supply you the necessities. But that is not very good. We should agree to Krishna's desires. We should not allow our desires, demonic desires, to grow. That is called tapasya. Our desires we should sacrifice. That is called sacrifice. We should only accept Krishna's desire. So that is the instruction of the Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna's desire was not to fight, but Krishna's desire was to fight. Just the opposite. So Arjuna ultimately agreed to Krishna's desire. Yes, Karishye Vachanam Tava, 18.73 says. Yes, I will act according to your desire. That is bhakti. So this is the difference. Bhakti and karma. Karma means to fulfill my desires. And bhakti means to fulfill Krishna's desires. So that is the difference. Now you make your choice whether you want to make your desires fulfilled or if you want to make Krishna's desire fulfilled. See, Krishna, he encourages Arjuna in the 5th verse that he is born of saintly qualities and his fighting is not demoniac. Because Arjuna might be thinking, oh, what is it? The 16.5 is a very important verse. Devi Sampat, the qualities, divine qualities, that is described. Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi. That is, see, they elaborately stated in the verses no 1, 2, 3. 16.1 and 2, 3. These are the Devi Sampat. So when we come to this platform of knowledge, that Devi Sampat Vimokshaya, then you become liberated immediately. Liberation means who come to the platform of real knowledge. That is called liberation. Now, real conception of life is Aham Brahmasmi. Prabhupada says, I am the spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. That is realization. That is called self-realization. Moksha means liberation. So if you develop this Daivi Sampad, then you become fit for becoming liberated. Because, see, what is the position? Why you are suffering? Why we are dying? Why you are taking birth? Why you are becoming old? On account of this material body. This is knowledge. Jnana Vairagya Yuktaya 1, 2, 12 Bhagavatam says Jnana and Vairagya. So these things are required. That is Daivi Sampat. Now Abhayam. Abhayam means we are always afraid. We are always agitated. Anxiety. Because I am thinking I am this body. But if you are completely realized that you are not this body, you are something else, spirit soul, then immediately free from all anxieties. That is called Abhayam. No more fear, no more anxiety. Now, because everyone is ultimately afraid of being killed, right? But if he understands fully that he's not this body, then killed or not killed, it's not not at all not attached to the body. It's not attached to the body. Narottam Das Thakura says, if one becomes free from the bodily concepts of life, then where is the material miseries? Material miseries does not affect him. Just like I am now putting this shirt, right? If it is torn, Am I affected? I'm not affected. I am within this shirt. Similarly, if I am fully convinced that I am not this body, then if there's some injury or some disease or some mishap in the body, I'm not concerned because I know that I'm not this body. That is self-realization. The demands of the body, right? Eating, sleeping, sex life, defense. This is the demands of the body. But if I'm situated in self-realization, then these demands will not bother me. Therefore, Bhagavan said, Daivi Sampad Mokshaya. If you develop Daivi Sampad, these qualities, as described, no, Ahimsa, Sattva Samshuddhi, Ahimsa, so many things, then you'll get out, Vimokshaya. Unfortunately, the modern civilization, no, they do not know what is Mokshaya. They are so blind. They do not know that there is some position which is called Vimokshaya. They do not know what is next life. There is no educational system, right? There is not a single institution which is meant for giving education about the transmigration of the soul. How one can get a better life. They don't believe. They have no knowledge, and that is Asuri Sampat. It's not Devi Sampat. So this Krishna conscious movement is giving chance to everyone to become Devata. Because without becoming Devata, he will be entangled. He has to continue this four process of birth, death, old age, and disease. Therefore, Krishna said that Devi Sampat Mokshaya. If you want to get rid of this troublesome material existence, threefold miserable condition of material existence, then you have to develop Devi Sampat. That can be developed. It is not that one is that only when one is condemned, he cannot be raised. If somebody is condemned, no, he cannot come up in life. It doesn't mean that he cannot come up. Anyone can be raised. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted Jagai and Madai. So, those who are fighting for their own sense gratification, they are asuras. But if need be, fighting for the right cause, right? See, everyone thinks right cause. Therefore, it should be confirmed. Just like Arjuna. Arjuna fought when he understood that this fighting is the right cause. It is sanctioned by Krishna. Then it is the right cause. You cannot make your own right cause. Huh? You cannot formulate that, oh, now this is the right cause. That is mental concoction. You must get it sanctioned. That is the principle of Daivi life, divine life. You hear Arjuna, no, although he was a fighter, Arjuna did not change his position. He did not become a Brahmana. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, it is not that he gave up his profession as Kshatriya, right? And he went to the Himalayas to become a Brahmana for meditation. No, he became perfect by his own profession. How? Because he satisfied Krishna. So you can be situated in any position. Does not matter. But we should try to satisfy Krishna. That is Krishna conscious movement. How to satisfy Krishna? That is very, very important. So is it very difficult? Not at all. And Daivi Sampat means, example is Arjuna. Immediately he takes up. Ma Shucha, you are already developed with Daivi Sampat. Krishna is telling him, encouraging him, Ma Shucha, don't worry. You got need not worry about this. Ma Shucha Sampadam Daivim Abhijato Asi Abhijato, right? So from birth you are born you devotee. Krishna is telling to Arjuna. Therefore, Daivi Sampat. You are a born devotee. Pandavas, the Pandava family, no, they are devotees. Therefore, simply if you become devotee of Lord Krishna, then you acquire all the Devi Sampat. And then your life is successful. Then it will be very, very important. So we have to decide. The choice is ours. Either to become a demon or a devata. Right? Asura. Asura is the demons. So you can see the qualities, right? So what is the qualities? The six qualities of the demon we saw, right? In the fourth verse. Pride, arrogance, conceit. Anybody else can say the other three?
Anger, harshness, and ignorance.
As Harry Bol. Thank you, Mother. Very nice. So this is so if you can very well relate what are the divine qualities, the 26 which has been given in 1 to 3, and what are the six demonic qualities. From that we can choose which is better. So best thing is to develop all the from the 26 qualities, one by one we can develop. We can put all these 26 qualities on one side and put on the other column how we can develop, right? And put it into practice. We can write. Abhayam, and all this one by one. So you can make a very good chart and how to put it in practice, and then you can develop yourself. So the point to understand from these two verses today is devotee accepts, demon expects. Devotee accepts and demon expects. Thank you very much, Purus Mataji. Hare Krishna. Granthra Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Gopal. So thank you very much, Purus Mataji, for giving this opportunity to glorify Krishna and purify ourselves by understanding the lessons from each of the verses and try to put it into practice. Hare Krishna. If you have any questions, I think you can share. Hare Krishna. Vancha
Hare Krishna.
kalpataru
Thank you,
sandubhaya
Prabhuji.
chatpadana.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Very good explanation, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mother. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Hare Krishna, Dandaratana, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Some
Hare
of my
Krishna, Prabhuji.
favorite shlokas,
Pranam.
Prabhuji, and
Pranam to everybody assembled. Hare Krishna.
some of my favorite shlokas, Prabhuji, and you've given an amazing explanation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mother. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, Mother. Thank you, Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.